Hi everyone, I'm Caleb.
I'm Hannah.
Jessie.
Genaro.
And today we're going to be talking about the last 2 episodes of Season 3 of Stranger Things and the entire season overall. So, just in general, what do you guys think?
I was satisfied.
It was a really good season. I cried a lot at the end, but it was so good.
Yeah,
I loved it.
This is probably one of my favorite seasons out of the 3.
I liked it, but I just hate when they leave us with cliffhangers. I know they're setting up for the next season, but there's too many questions in my head.
I don't think it's my favorite season, though. I think I like season 2 better. But I did like this one.
I don't know if I can say it's my favorite either, but I definitely like this one maybe as much as the second one. I felt like the ending to this one could have worked as an ending to the show.
The whole series, correct? Without that cliffhanger, if you were to ignore the cliffhanger.
But it's obvious that they're gonna,
keep going.
Yeah.
I have lots of theories as to like what's going to happen, but I feel like they didn't give us enough. I mean, obviously they aren't going to give us enough information that I can use to complete my theories, but I have theories. I don't know if you want to hear them or not, but I have them.
We can maybe touch on those later. Okay.
I have theories.
Most memorable moments from the last 2 episodes.
I love...
Okay, Dustin's song.
No,
Oh, definitely.
so
Last episode 8, that's probably like the most memorable.
I love that
I
moment.
loved Dustin's season.
However,
Susie Poo.
I did see something. I think it was like Hopper could have survived if Dustin didn't have that whole song. That was like a 2-minute song. He could have used those 2 minutes,
Yeah, that's true.
They could have shut down the thing before Terminator got there.
If they didn't have that 2-minute song, though, I think it just, I don't know. It was so cool. Like, if you rewatch the whole scene, everyone's listening. You have the people listening in the car, and they're just like,
But
what?
everyone's like, what
You
the
have
heck
Hopper
is
listening,
happening?
and then you have Murray listening, and Murray's like,
I love that. That was so cool. I think one of the most memorable moments is the end when Eleven's reading Hopper's letter.
yeah.
Ugh.
That was sad.
I was crying the entire time, but it was
I'm
so
upset
beautiful.
that Joyce and Hopper, or as far as it seems right now, that they don't have a chance,
Do you think
They were
Hopper's
like
still
finally
alive?
gonna, I think so.
I don't want him to be just because I mourned over him and I cried, but I have a feeling he's alive too.
I hope that, okay, as much as I love Hopper, I hope he's not alive.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just
Because I think it would erase, like, the whole point. Like, I feel like that was why it was so impactful, because Hopper gave up his life for it. And if they bring him back, it's like, okay, I feel like it's a cheap way out.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess we can jump straight into the mid-credit scene, and then we'll go back to the episodes. But I'm assuming you guys stayed for the mid-credit scene and saw.
I did.
the little scene in the Russian prison where apparently there's an American who's being held there, and so a lot of people are assuming that it's Hopper, mainly because I think it's in the previous episodes the Terminator guy calls him the American.
It's when they were looking for him and Joyce in the under the mall.
It's a little difficult to say that is Hopper just because he was called the American.
Right.
I mean, that can mean any other American.
But who would it be?
But I mean, if it turns out that it isn't Hopper, then I think we can assume that was done to give us a little hope,
What if it's someone from the lab?
It could be. Yeah.
I mean,
Like
it could be
using-
anyone.
Okay,
Everyone
okay.
just assumes
to
it's Hopper.
open the portal.
So I read something
gate.
yesterday. And I have to ask. But in season 2, at the end of season 2, remember someone froze one of the demodogs, and at the end the Russian had a demogorgon or whatever it was.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that? At the end of season 2, they
Steve put it in the freezer.
freezer. Yeah.
Because Dustin wanted to,
Yeah.
but it was dead.
It was dead.
They had killed it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
He just wanted it for
Proceed.
scientific purposes and research.
Okay. Never mind.
I just don't understand how they're alive. That's confusing.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
How is there a demogorgon alive?
Like that's
And
my
what's
thing.
the
Is like the
purpose?
whole like
Why
these
is
portals.
Russia even
Okay, 'cause-
holding on to it?
I know, right?
I don't
Cold War.
understand.
Okay, but this is my thing. What's his name? Will can feel when the gate, or not the gates open, but like he's like connected to the upside down. So wouldn't he feel that the Demogorgon's
Well, here's
out,
the
even
question.
though it's
is
in
the
Russia?
upside down
Even if it's in
the
Russia,
entire Earth
it's
like it
a
is for
sense of-
us? So can he only sense it when he's near, like, the portal that's open near him?
I don't know. I have lots of questions. It's just so.
You know? Because, like, the portal's open in Hawkins, but if it's really upside down, it's a parallel world
That's true.
that's ours.
this
So
is
that would
true.
mean that it would be everywhere, not just in Hawkins. Indiana. Where
Well, if there is a next season, even though Genaro had said that this could. I mean, there's gonna be a next season.
No, it's
There
already.
has to be.
No, they have 2 more seasons. I looked it up. They have 2 more seasons
you
Oh,
looked it up where?
online.
I looked.
Okay. You
Online
just believe
says.
everything the internet says?
Yes.
You know what? I'm
No,
gonna look up
so,
again.
I
Anyway.
mean,
I
they're
did.
expanding though. Hold up, they're expanding. I mean, obviously they moved cities, so just like you said, that it could take place outside of Hawkins.
Yeah.
I read an article where it says the Duffer Brothers are excited that this world is going to be expanding
Yeah.
outside of Hawkins.
Interesting.
So
Oh.
I'm excited too.
So,
They're excited.
been-
We're all excited.
I am saddened by Will and Joyce and Jonathan and Elle moving away.
Bye. I mean,
too.
I'm
I'm-
not shocked. Too many weird things be happening in
Well,
Hawkins.
That's okay. That's what I said in one of our podcasts. I had said, I'm like, why is everyone why is there more population in Hawkins all of a sudden
Not
when all this
more.
stuff?
It's not more.
Anyways,
Bye,
all this
bye.
stuff has happened, right? And then at the end of the series, they have the
All of a
news
sudden,
report.
she's like, all right. Joyce is like, it's time to leave.
So I was like, hey, hey.
Yeah, but I don't think they're not gonna escape it.
yeah. Real quick, just going back, I'm not going to be happy if Hopper's still alive. I
Yeah.
think it ruins the stakes of the show.
Right.
Yeah, I think his whole death is just gonna be like that
Right.
impact is gonna be taken away
Be trash.
if it turns out that he's still
You're
alive.
trash.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Like,
The
Al
other
read this
death-
whole, I mean, she was reading this whole thing. The last 20 minutes were basically
Right? Yeah.
wrapping it up, and Hopper.
I know.
I'm going to be upset.
Did you expect
I'm gonna
it?
be upset.
Did you guys expect it?
Hopper's death.
Yeah,
No.
because I had watched something and people were
I
just
feel like there was so much on him this season that I didn't think.
I
they would
didn't
kill him
even.
off.
I didn't think of him as. I mean, obviously he's one of the main characters, but
He was more lovable this season, though.
I never thought, man, what if Hopper dies? I don't know why that thought just never went through my
I mean,
head.
he is the chief of police, so I feel like eventually you would see him sacrifice
Yeah.
himself for the greater good.
yeah.
I just didn't think it was going to be this
No, it's because I had read that someone had said it was predictable. Like Hopper's death was like it felt like it was coming. So when he died, it wasn't a shock. And I was like, it wasn't. I did
I
not
was
expect
shocked.
that. I was
were shocked.
shocked. I was sad.
Did not expect anything.
Uh-uh.
Okay, the other death that saddened me was Alexi.
Oh,
We're
this
drinking
is for
our
you, Alexi.
cherry Slurpees.
season. Cherry Slurpees for Lexi.
Hey, what the heck? This is strawberry, dude.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding.
It's
Rip
sugar
in
and
peace.
ice.
So that was. I thought
He was a fan favorite.
He was. I thought
He
he was
was
gonna
just so
make it.
cute.
I wish I watched it with
And
you
then
guys.
like when Murray like saw what happened, like Murray's little bromance with him, and you could just
Yeah.
see his heartbreak.
their little story. And
I was so sad.
I wasn't expecting.
I didn't.
get
Well, I
shot.
mean, he's not. I guess he somewhat became an important character. Well, actually, kind of like Barb. Like she wasn't in the show for that long, but
But
people.
everyone
loved her.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that with the Duffer Brothers in this show, like they do. I've noticed that they do a lot of unexpected deaths. They did it with Bob last season, and that
Oh,
really
that's
got
true.
me. Like you never expected it to happen. And with Alexi, that was another character. That,
Okay, so do we expect in season 4 for there to be a new character introduced that we like that's gonna die?
Of course.
Probably,
I mean, they
yeah.
introduced Robin. We loved Robin too.
She's not dead.
I
she
mean,
could die.
no one's.
She's not gonna die.
She's not dying.
Wait, on the topic of Robin.
Oh my goodness! I just found out who her parents
Oh,
are.
really?
I didn't even know.
When I found out, my mom was freaking out too. But when I found out, I love Tricky for more just because
I
I
was
love.
like, no wonder why this girl.
She
is
looks exactly like
amazing.
her mom.
Yeah,
She looks like her mom.
I
There-
didn't
there's-
even know. I'm shook.
There's this Instagram post her dad posted.
Have you
that-
seen
that's-
Kill Bill?
Caleb hasn't seen any of those.
Have you seen
those
Kill Bill?
movies.
I have not seen a single Quentin Tarantino movie. We've been
Yeah,
over this.
It's
Okay, you're gonna watch Kill Bill with me later.
You're discrediting our podcast by saying that.
No, we have a wide variety of viewers. I'm sure there are people on here that don't care anything about him.
If you don't know.
What?
Anyways.
I'm gonna read you guys what her dad said about her. And I know I like her dad as an actor. I've seen him in a lot of movies, but
I don't know her
I had
dad.
no
I just know her
idea
mom.
that he was her father. And I also had no idea that Uma Thurman was her mom.
Yeah, I was shook.
I knew Uma. Well, after.
I didn't know until this
I know
morning.
Uma personally.
But I only found out because there was a side-by-side picture of her and her mom next to each other. I'm like, they look exactly the same.
Is that her mom?
That's
Okay,
exactly what happened.
the post her dad posted said, some of you may have missed her in last year's BBC production of Little Woman. Some of you may have missed her work at Juilliard.
Missed
Wait,
that.
who is she in Little
Missed
Woman?
that.
She is
I
Abby can tell you. I don't remember, but she's one of the characters, one of the main characters.
Really?
Mm.
Okay. She's one of the characters in the show. That's cool.
One of the main characters.
There's like 7 main characters. They're all sisters.
Fight,
yell at me.
fight.
Okay, continued. I know many missed out on numerous
Like she
high
could
school
be Jack.
productions. Heck, I even missed a few, and I'm her father. Some of you may know her music, some may not, but ladies and gentlemen, get to know Maya Hawke. She's the real thing. Hashtag Stranger Things.
Wow.
I would have never known.
Yeah.
Now you know. The
I'm
more you
shook.
know. Bro, I love her. I love her now.
I am gonna get to know her. Thank you.
I know,
telling
me
me.
too. I will.
Well, I think this might be one of her, I guess you could consider this her breakout role.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Obviously, I don't think that many people knew about her before this.
Dingus. What does she call Steve?
Dingus. I use that word outside of Stranger Things conversation. It made me happy.
I am sad though that she's not gonna be with Steve.
Me too.
Yeah.
Are you guys serious? I don't know.
I felt like
That they were really cute together. Yeah, the whole show was like making it seem
they
like
built it up. Like, they made us think, like, you know, like, they made us ship them, and they made us believe that
They
at
made
the
us
end.
ship them.
they did. They made it seem like
It's
she was
8
in love with
episodes
him.
long. For the first 7, I thought that, oh my god, this is gonna happen. She's actually gonna have a partner. And then the 8th episode, boom, they hit us with that, and I'm just like, you've got to be joking.
I think it was the 7th episode where the bathroom scene.
Oh, 7th episode. Okay, but for
I
6
like that.
episodes.
I like that. I felt like that episode was really, you know, like after they're coming down from their high. After they
I
got
know,
drunk.
but I wanted them to be together.
I mean, I think we all did, but I think their friendship's gonna be even better now that
Yeah,
they're not
see.
together.
Well, hopefully Steve finds someone
And
in the
hope-
next season.
Yeah, they'll be working.
I'm gonna be
I
upset
love
if he
Steve's,
doesn't. Steve
how
needs
much
a
He might just
grown
be a
and
single
changed.
father
single
for
father.
the
Steve?
rest of the show, yeah.
The next thing I'm upset about is the fact that too high.
It's too hot. I told you. For those that are listening to us, Genaro's camera just went it overheated. After I told him that, hey, is your camera gonna overheat? And he
No,
said,
it's
no,
fine."
it's fine. But we're outside in
Wait,
this car and it's
is it
hot.
It feels pretty warm, but it says the internal temperature. Okay, so the other thing that I was upset about was that I ended up liking Billy in the end. And I said this thing in the last one when they were like showing his childhood stuff about his mom and his dad and how he was like abused and whatever. And I didn't want to like him. I just wanted him to be a villain that I hated. And then in the end, he sacrifices himself. And I'm like, I don't want that to happen because now I like him and I don't want to like the mean guy.
I cried over that, too.
Showed us his background.
Huh?
You know what I'm upset about?
What'd you say?
I said I liked him before they showed us his background.
I feel like
My human shrink.
I feel like a lot of the kids didn't have a lot of how do you say, like, acting roles? Because, okay, first I'm upset about Will. Will did such a great job these last 2 seasons, and all he has to do in this season is my neck. I have goosebumps. That's all he did this season. Like, we all
That's
know.
not all he
No,
did.
he was pretty minor this season.
He is.
I feel like a lot of the characters were minor though.
Yeah,
It was-
okay.
Because there was a lot of sub stories going on.
Yeah, that's true. But I like not just Will. Like Sadie, I feel like should have played a bigger role because I mean her brother's the mind flayer, and I feel like we didn't get to see how she felt about it. You know,
Max?
Max. Oh,
Sadie.
Sadie's her real name. I'm sorry, I know them by their real name, Max. Like I feel like
Poor Max, man. Now she has no Everyone's all like, poor Hopper, Hopper. What about Max? Max lost her brother.
Yeah, but it's a little different.
But I mean, you could tell that she still loved him.
Yeah,
I
mean, he
know,
was
but it's
little.
still different.
I feel like they. Okay, anyways, but
Losing
that's just my
Hopper and losing
opinion.
Billy are two different things.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I think for the show it's two different things, but I feel like we should have been able to see
No.
Sadie like
Max. Stop
Max,
saying
sorry,
actors' names.
Sorry. Max.
Nah, you could tell. I mean, yeah, obviously it sucked and she was hurt, but Hopper had a bigger effect.
But he was able, I guess Billy at the end of the day was able to redeem himself. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
I sort
Anyways.
of had a feeling that was going to happen, so I'm glad it did.
Mm-hmm. Right.
R.I.P. Billy.
Have you guys, going back to that carnival scene, have you guys ever been on that ride, the Gravitron?
Yep, I love it.
That's
I love it. It's so fun.
Wait, no, I think I have.
Is that the alien looking
The one where you stand
spaceship?
up?
Yeah, you stand up and you lean against the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys
that's
ever been
fun.
on it and seen someone do some crazy stuff
Yep.
on it?
Yep.
Where they're
What?
like levitating with it.
I remember the last time I went
Levitating.
on
Yeah,
there.
I swear, like
They'll push
won't-
themselves up right before it starts to get faster, so they'll stick and their feet won't touch the ground anymore.
But not even that. Like they'll be like you're supposed to be like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll somehow end up where their feet are the only ones on the back, and they're like straight up just because of gravity, you know. It's
I've
a
never
trail.
seen
You never
it
seen
like
that?
that.
I've seen it. You know, like they have the bar in the middle, right?
Mhm.
So I've seen it where someone's holding onto the bar and their feet are the only thing against the wall,
Oh dang,
and then
that's
they
a lot
let
of
go of
pressure.
the bar.
I'd break my neck.
It was wild. It was
The
wild.
last time I went on there, I remember turning around and seeing the person next to me,
Upside down.
like on their fours crawling up.
Wait.
and I could barely
yes,
Wait,
move.
you
what?
obviously haven't been that right long enough to see weird stuff on it.
Okay, I don't go on it every day. I've been on it like twice.
Okay, well, next
Jesus.
So you lean against it, you lean your back against it, and then, like Jessie said, you kind of get stuck.
Yeah, but you
Um,
saw someone crawling on
yeah.
all fours?
Yes, there's
Yeah,
weird
like
stuff
going
that
up.
happens.
There's this video. So I looked up the ride on YouTube. And there's this video where the people are lying on the thing sideways.
Yeah.
Actually, let me show you guys right now. Hold on.
While you look for that, I was gonna say something. I forgot. Just kidding. It was a joke.
I didn't know that was like the proper name for that ride. I always just called it the alien.
Oh, I remember.
spaceship.
You know how Caleb sent us that video in our group chat about Billy and about the whole Shrek thing?
Yes.
So I had seen that.
Thanks
Wasn't
for
that
sharing that.
amazing?
Yes.
He was like, I get this all the time.
I had seen that video.
I'm
a little
glad that
bit
he knows
before.
people think he looks like that.
I had seen that video a little bit before he
Mhm.
sent it, and when I was watching it, he had mentioned how in Stranger Things there's a certain part where you can hear his Australian accent.
Yeah.
So I went back to find it, and I found it.
What
And you
episode?
can it's
It's
in
during
the
the
sauna
sauna,
episode.
he said.
Oh.
It's right when Finn, I'm sorry, it's right when Will feels he's activated, and they tell Max to move away from the window. So when she moves away from the window, he punches the glass. When he's punching the glass, he says, "I'm gonna effing gut you." But you can hear.
The
You can hear
Australian
his Australian accent. But I was laughing because
Oh,
in the video
Billy.
that he had, Caleb sent,
He
was
says
like,
it.
he was like, I cringe every time I watch that scene, and I can hear it. I can hear his Australian accent. I thought it was really funny.
Oh, I didn't see the whole video. He talks about it?
Yeah,
I just saw the little segment that you told us
Hey,
to
watch the whole thing.
it's a funny video.
Oh, I'm gonna watch. So someone points it out or what?
No, he points
he
it out.
points it out.
Because someone
He's,
asked him,
he's answering a bunch of different questions.
and someone asked him how long it took him to perfect his American accent. He was saying, I'm still practicing or whatever, but in season 3, you
and he
can
talks
hear...
about the R again.
You can hear my accent, and every time I watch it, I cringe. So
Oh,
I went back
really?
to find it, and I found it, and you could hear it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go back right now.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
I'll
But
show
like,
you.
this is the video that I was talking about. Watch when the camera turns to the right.
Okay, the one that I've been on is like a super cheapy one. Like it's Carnival. That looks really nice.
Oh,
Look. The one that I
you
went
gotta have
on.
like a cool worker though, because sometimes the workers will be like, "All right, I'm stopping the ride if y'all don't stand up right."
That's true.
How are they holding themselves like that right now? It's not even on.
No, it is.
It was on, because the things went up.
That's a really smooth one then.
Because
The ones that I've been are all like rickety,
like,
like
"Ow!"
you're like banging into metal.
Can we go to
I've been to like the
Painful.
fair ones, not like fancy schmancy NASA one.
Can we go to a fair now? I want to go try it out.
I think they have one of
The
those
fair
at
in
Castle
September.
Park.
So, the number, Murray's
Oh,
number.
yeah.
Oh, I have
Yes.
theories. Actually, I don't have
You
theories.
have theories.
No, it has. don't
So,
have theories.
we called the number.
Mm-hmm.
Can we call it now?
I
We
wish
Yeah.
you
should
guys
call it
here.
now.
There's this number. So I saw this on Twitter. Someone posted an article about fans finding out about this number, and they called it. And so what people are speculating is that it's a reference towards Hopper being alive.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Why is that a reference to Hopper being alive?
Because he says, I have an he's like, I have an update. He's like, it's not good, it's not bad, but hold on, let me just play it because I don't remember what he says.
So, anyways, this is the number that in
In this
episode, what, 5 or 6, they
Hopper's
when
trying to call
Hopper is calling his reinforcements,
the
right?
government.
And then he tells him to call him back on a number, and it's Murray's number. And Murray freaks out, like, now they know where I am. I'm going to have to move again. And it's that number that's in the episode. And when you call the number, this is what happens.
I'm about to call it right now.
Hi, you have reached the residence of Murray Bauman. Mom, if this is you, please hang up and call me between the hours of 5 and 6 p.m. as previously discussed, okay? Now, this is Joyce. Joyce, thank you for calling. I've been trying to reach you. I have an update. It's about, well, it's probably best if we speak in person. It's not good or bad, but it's something. And if this is anyone but my mother or Joyce, well, you think you're real clever getting my number, don't you? Well, here's some breaking news for you. You're not clever. You're not special. You are simply one of the many, many nimwits to call here, and the closest you will ever get to me is this pre-recorded message. So, at the beep, do me a favor. Hang up and never call here again. You are a parasite. Thank you and good day.
Sorry, this
So mind you,
mailbox is
Genaro
full
sends
and
this
cannot accept
phone
any more.
number in the group chat and asks us to call it.
And I was like, I'm not calling
know,
that.
I'm not gonna
What the
call any
heck?
number.
I don't know what this is.
I called
Wait,
it.
so what happened? Wait,
So I ended up calling it.
did you research? Did you look it up?
No,
or did you
I just ended
oh,
up clicking
okay.
it and just calling it because you said to. So I did it, and then we got that message, and
You guys
then
were
we were freaking
together?
out. Yeah, we were together. Yeah, it was after Gabby's dinner.
If we have to wait a whole year, probably more.
Maybe more, because the second season came out October 2017.
Really? That's how long it's been?
Dang, really?
Do you think there'll be a giant time hop?
That's what I was looking at. Because the first one came out summer 2016, right? Second came out October 2019. But they said, or I was watching a video,
Somebody said.
and they were saying how Stranger Things, like, they release the seasons based off of what is happening in the series. For example, second season was Halloween, and they released it in October. And then this one was 4th of July, and they released it,
Yeah.
right, the
Mhm.
weekend before or after
Didn't
4th
have
of
to read
July.
an article for that.
So,
I'm sorry. Okay, go on.
I'm sorry
Alright.
for that.
What do you guys think is gonna happen in the next season?
I have no idea.
Obviously,
All I know.
I think the what's it called? The Demogorgon.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, what we see in the mid credits is gonna play a big role in this new season. But I think I may be annoyed if the portal or whatever they call it is opened again.
All I know is that the Russians are still gonna have a big impact in the next season.
Well,
Millie is Elle is gonna have a lot of. We have a lot of questions about her. Like, she has no powers now, or what? Like,
Yeah.
is it permanent?
Right.
Is it?
I want to know what happened, like in season 2. What happened to the others?
Yeah.
Like,
numbers
I
1
don't
through
think-
10.
Yeah.
Okay,
they
so
didn't-
I had watched a video, and
yeah.
it's every Stranger Things fan never talks about that episode where Elle goes to find her sisters.
Yeah.
Because it was just a trash
Right.
episode.
Even
like,
if you don't like the episode, which a lot of us agree is like
Trash. I
Trash.
don't like it.
But I also don't like when you bring up something and then you never
Use
bring
it
up
again.
again. Yeah.
I feel like that just doesn't make
Loose
any
ends.
sense. It doesn't make any sense for them
Plot
to put
holes.
that.
I think there's gonna be a time jump because these kids are getting older, and you can't have them. I mean, even this season they're supposed to be in middle school, but these kids are tall. Like Mike is
You're in
tall.
middle school?
Well, no, I've been 5'11" since I was in middle school.
Wow, Genaro, that's nice.
So
I mean, they made it
think-
clear. They made it clear that they're growing up.
Yeah,
So I feel like that
They're still
doesn't
in
make
middle
it.
school?
I don't think
I
they're
think
still
they
in
were
middle
middle
school
school.
because it was
They're
a
in
year
high school
later.
They're in
now?
high school.
Oh, they were. Oh, that's right. It was a year later.
Yeah.
Are they in high school?
I don't know.
I know
what
it was
grade
summer
level they're
anyways.
in.
It wasn't like they were in school. It was summer.
I mean I don't feel like it's awkward that they look older. I mean it's crazy how much older they've gotten compared to the first season, especially when you see the flashbacks. But I don't feel like we're
Well, it's been
missing.
like 7 years and they're coming through. It's all 3-year storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel like I feel like they make it clear that they're growing up. Like this season, they said a year later, and last season, I think it's been 2 years since the first season came out. So it kind of makes sense that they're growing up. I don't feel weird about it. Like I'm not worried.
This is where we're gonna wrap up. But before we do, your guys' 3 favorite movies. Go.
This year or all time?
All time.
Oh, jeez.
Go, Jess. I think you have yours.
I know, Jessie, have you?
Shrek. Shrek 2.
Shrek 3.
Shrek 3. Shrek, the Lego movie, and I really like Thor Ragnarok. Go on, say your
Okay,
your
Kill Bill adaptation. It's a Spanish movie that I don't like saying the name because I think it's a curse word. I'm trying to keep it PG. But the second word is perros, which is dogs, and then the first word is amores, which is love. And so I think the translation is love is a but yeah, those are my top 3.
Your turn.
No, you go.
Okay, I like The Little Prince. I like Mr. Church and La La Land. Mr. Church is cute. I like that one.
I don't like Mr. Church.
So La La Land's new. Does that not count? Because Genaro
Yeah.
thinks you have to love old movies to.
I don't think you need to love old movies, but like, I don't know. There's something about updating your list every,
This is an updated list, and Shrek still stays on that list.
You know, I didn't really like Shrek for the longest time. I think I'm kind of whatever about it.
We should do a Shrek podcast.
I have lots of negative things to say about it.
All right, go ahead, Caleb.
I don't know that I want to say mine now. You're
Just
gonna
say
attack
it, because
me.
I know I'm gonna like your movies. So.
I only have 2 because I can't think of a third one, and I wasn't prepared to say this. Okay, one of my all-time favorites is Good Will Hunting.
That's a really good
Oh,
one.
Good Will Hunting. That's
I
good.
think I like him more because he's like a Matt Genie, sense like teacher, Robin Williams, all that
You.
good stuff.
That's you.
Mulan,
Oh,
the Disney version,
that's my favorite.
not this new crap that's coming out that isn't real.
But it's Disney as well.
I said not the new one. Stupid.
But you said the Disney
Stupid.
version.
Get out of the car.
The cartoon. That's what I meant.
All right, see you guys.
I want to hear his other 2.
He said he only had 2.
Oh, yeah. Do you have another one?
You have
Dang,
another
you're
one?
not even listening.
No.
I
to
heard
me.
him. He said Good Will Hunting.
I don't
Mulan.
think so.
Okay.
I mean, maybe Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban. Your shirt reminded me.
That's a great one.
Okay, listen,
That's
but
a
like
good
my
one.
family has like a classic movies that we all love. Can I say those 2 because I think they're funny?
Have you guys ever seen Stepmom?
Nope.
No.
I think I've told you guys watched that movie like 5 times and no one watches it. It's a really good movie. I like
Emperor's
that
New
movie.
Groove, Nacho Libre, and Napoleon
Oh,
Dynamite.
naturally.
Those 3, like my family could watch that all the time.
Those
and
are
we'll
classic
laugh.
movies you can watch over and over.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Over,
They're great. Great movies. Napoleon Dynamite is hilarious. I'll forever love that one. Emperor's New Groove is funny. I want them to make a live version of that.
I'm tired
I
of
feel
these
like I would
live
enjoy it.
remakes.
All right, so comment your favorite movies, your 3 favorite movies. Don't be worried about the fact that Genaro's a snob and is going to not like anything you say. Anyway.
We'll like it. We'll definitely like it.
What Shrek movie do you guys like?
None of the above.
Wow.
Thank me for it.
You know what we do have in common, though? Eddie Murphy, Shrek, Mulan,
Mulan. This is true. Donkey. And then we have
Mushu.
Mushu. Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
I live. Tell me, what needs my protection? Just say the word and I'm there. All right, bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Sorry about YouTube, people. We love you.